I never knew your name. I never knew your name, and you didn't know mine, but I'm the kid who moved across the street not long ago. The first time I saw you, you were shooting hoops in the moonlight. It was way past midnight, but I was still awake, waiting for my father to visit. He never did show up. It was cool the way the basketball would disappear into the shadows. I heard the bounce, then a swoosh, over and over. Man, you were good. I never saw you play with the other guys from the corner. Too bad for them. You were really good. You liked to feed the stray dog that hung around our block. I heard your mom yell at you that day you brought it home, but you snuck it in anyway, sometimes, until the landlord called the city pound and they took it away. Anyone could see you had a crush on my big sister. The way you watched her when she walked by, giggling with her friends, acting like she could care less. I don't think she meant to call you names and make fun of your clothes. I guess that's the way big sisters are. I saw you sitting on the curb throwing gravels at the lamppost the night the other guys went to the prom, all dressed up in fancy suits with their white carnations. Me? I'd rather go fishing, and I would have too if my dad had visited like he promised. I almost climbed out my window that night with my rod and reel to ask if you wanted to go down to the pond on the other side of the park. There probably weren't any fish in it anyway, so I didn't say a thing and went to sleep to the sound of pebbles clanging against the lamppost. That last day, you were on the roof feeding the pigeons. I grabbed a handful of bread and started to go up there too, but you looked like you were crying and wanted to be alone, so I went and watched an old movie on TV instead. That night, the ambulance screaming under my window woke me up and made the dogs howl. Everyone stood around in pajamas, looking at you, lying there on the ground so still. They shook their heads and said, "What a shame." I saw your picture on the news. It looked like the one in the yearbook my sister left on the kitchen table after the police cars had gone and the apartments were quiet again. She said you weren't so bad, and she didn't know why you did it. Next morning on the way to school, everyone was talking about you, even though most of the kids couldn't remember who you were. I told the other guys, you could sure shoot hoops. After school, I climbed up on the roof and fed the pigeons. I told them you wouldn't be coming anymore. Then I scratched your name in the concrete ledge. I'm sorry I never knew your name. I wish we could have been friends.